Hey friends, welcome to my channel. My name is Nazmi. Today I'm gonna share with you how I learn English at home. As you know, English is so important in our life because it is a language which is used all over the world. That is why we have to learn this language. If we want to communicate with another country's people, we have to use an alternative language, that is English. That's why we should invest our time to learn this language. Moreover, if we want to get a good job and make a good result in our academic career, we have to get fluent in English. We have to learn this language. Overall, English affects our life variously. So we should learn this language. So when we are going to start our language journey, we face various problems, and a lot of problems are come in front of us. Sometimes we give up from our language journey, and sometimes we try to carry on our language journey, but at the middle of our language journey we give up. Today I'm here to share my experience, how I learned this how I solved this problem, and how I carried on my language journey. Now let's get started. Number 1, listening. Listening is so important because when you listen, you will be familiar with your expression language. So that is why you have to listen as much as you can. Try to set up time for listening, because when you listen, you should pay your full attention, and at the time you don't break your concentration, and because when you listen, you can be able to understand any kind of action, and that is why you have to listen at regular basis, and that's why I highly recommend it to listen as much as you can, and try to listen every day and to maintain regularity. Now let's move number 2, that is speaking. Speaking is so important because if you want to improve your speaking skills, you have to speak, and otherwise you don't be able to speak like native speaker, and you don't be able to improve your speaking skills. So at the beginning of your speaking skills, you face a lot of problems, and a lot of problems will come in front of you. So that is why that time will be very difficult for you. So don't worry about that, and try to start your language speaking journey. At the beginning of your speaking journey, you don't find any word to express your thoughts or emotion, but you have to speak. You have to speak randomly, and try to stand in front of the mirror and try to speak with yourself. At the beginning of your speaking skills, try to speak with yourself, and when you feel confident, you can speak with others. But first you start your speaking skills with yourself, and stand in front of the mirror and speak with yourself alone, and when you feel confident, you can go outside and try to speak with others. So it will be very helpful to improve your speaking skills. Now let's move number 3, reading. Reading is so important because when you read, you can be able to familiar a new sentence formation, new vocabulary, as well as when you read out loud, you can be able to improve your pronunciation. So that is why I highly recommend it to read widely, and try to read any kind of books. Which book you want to read, you can read. So that is why try to read every day and regular basis, and it will be very helpful to improve your English skills. So now let's move number 4, that is writing. Writing is as well as important because when you write, you can be able to implement all these things in your writing section, and when you write, you will be able to remember your vocabulary a long-term memory. So that is why you should write, as well as when you write, you will be able to generate new sentence, and which sentence you can use your conversation. So that is why you should write regular basis, and try to write every day, and you should try to these 4 steps maintain regularly, and when you maintain these 4 steps on regular basis, you can be able to improve your English journey, and your English journey will be more comfortable and more easier to you. Now let's move number 5, practice. Practice is the most important because if you want to improve your English journey, you have to practice. I know when you practice in regular basis, you realize and you visualize your achievement is rising day by day. At the beginning of your journey, you face a lot of problems, and you don't see any improvement, but you have to practice on regular basis, and when you practice regularly, you can reach your aspiration goals, and you can be able to accomplish your dreams. So that is why you have to practice regularly. So and now let's move number 6, and that is make enough mistake. Don't afraid of making mistake, because a lot of people, those who are afraid of making mistakes, that's why they don't see any improvement in their language journey. So if you want to enhance your language journey, you have to make enough mistake. Don't worry and don't care about making mistakes. Try to make enough mistake, and you have to remember those people who are able to make mistake, they are also able to learn new knowledge and new things. So that is why you have to make enough mistake, and don't focus about you making mistakes. And as well as you have to remember that you say a thing, if you make mistake, people will criticize behind you. You have to remember also you have to remember, if you focus on other people, you don't reach your goals, and you don't be able to accomplish your dreams. So don't focus other people and what people say behind you. Don't focus them, and try to keep practicing, keep working, and keep making mistakes. And when you set up like this mentality, you can accomplish your dreams. Now let's move last and final tips, that is be patient and optimistic. And if you want to gain something, you have to be patient and you have to be optimistic, because when you be patient, you can accomplish your dreams, you can fulfill your dreams, and as well as you can fulfill your dreams. So that is why you have to be optimistic about your goals, about your language journey, and that will be very helpful to you to improve your language journey. So I highly recommend it to be optimistic and to be patient, and try to keep practicing, keep working. And when you set up like this goal, and when you set up like this mentality in your head, you can accomplish your dreams, and your language journey will be more comfortable and more easier too. So don't try to keep practicing and keep working. I hope it will be very helpful to you. And when you will be able to fulfill these 7 tips and things, you implement your language journey, I guarantee you that your confidence level will grow up, and you can easily gain this knowledge, and you can be able to speak like native speaker, and your language journey will be more comfortable and more easier than before. So I highly recommend it to implement these things in your language journey. And don't worry about your language journey, try to start your language journey. Don't break your language journey. And sometimes you try to give up. If you give up, and that time will be very difficult to you so I highly recommend it, don't give up, and try to carry on your language journey, and by making mistake. And you have to remember, making mistake is part of any kind of learning things. So that is why you have to make enough mistake, and try to keep practicing, keep working, and be patient and be optimistic. And I hope when you will do this, and you can accomplish your dreams, and you will be able to fulfill your dreams, and your language will be more comfortable and more easier to you. Thank you so much for watching my video. I hope it will be very helpful to you. See you in next video. Goodbye.